All right, beginning of day 2. I'm a little nervous. Got the shakes, ready to get this thing started. Got 1 minute till first cast. Sitting on my first spot. I don't know. Stay tuned, let's see if we can win this thing. First fish. All right, 15 1/4. Next cast. Come on, relax your tail. 14 3/4. Three casts in a row. Oh, it came off in the net. Oh my goodness. That's why I do that. except they're getting smaller. I need some big ones. Oh, it came off. Oh, come on. How about that? Boy, that was 4 in a hurry. So you remember on pre-fishing, the pre-fishing video day 1, where I got into those schooling fish? This is the same exact spot 4 days later. How cool is that? Number 5. They just keep getting smaller though. Need some big ones. 5 is 5 is 5. Oops. tail. 12 3/4. Oh, that was a fish. Probably a gar, but that was a pickerel, but that was definitely a fish. Pickerels a lot of times do that. They'll just knock the slack in your line. Then they'll turn around and come hit it again. All right, so the conditions we've got right now, or today, it's windy, overcast, the worst weather you can have for Florida fish. So I'm just fishing the conditions. I've got a chatterbait, and I'm flipping to cover. And the bad thing about, dragging a light worm or just anything on the bottom when it's really windy is you can't feel the bite. So I've got everything I've got set up is set up to be able to feel the best, feel it the best. And so I've got a really, really stiff rod. This is a 7'11" extra heavy stiff rod, 65-pound braid. And that way it just gives me the maximum amount of sensitivity if I do get a bite in the wind. Plus I also try to pay attention to my angles, and this is not a good angle. You don't want the wind blowing from your side. You either want it blowing straight in your face or straight from behind you where you're casting. Ideally, you can't always have it that way, but ideally that's what you want. And that way, and I'm watching the line. If that line jumps any, I'm setting the hook. So it's just tough to fish, finesse techniques and anything where you're going to fish on a slack line with the wind, because the wind just puts so much bow in your line you really can't feel anything. So that's that. That's the reason for that one. I got a spinnerbait, as you can hear it jingling. I got two chatterbaits. I've got two or three Texas rigs, and the goal is just to cover as much water as I can, hitting different things. If I continue to lead the tournament, which I'm leading right now because of those 5, I'm going to start pre-fishing for the 10, because I got 2 more days to fish if I win this thing. So I'm going to beat the snot out of the fish today, but I hope they move and change a little bit over the next, tomorrow and the next day. But let's see. Just trying new things. Come out of there. That'll help. Make sure I'm still anchored down. That'll bump me up a little bit. Should I just keep the chatterbait in my hand? I don't know. Maybe. These Florida bass, all of them want to open their mouth when they get laid on a bump board. Yes, I love doing this. Whoa, slide that identifier back. Oh, can I get 16 1/4 somehow without squishing the tail? Come on, relax your tail. Relax your tail. Relax your. I don't think I can get 16 1/4. Ooh, I can with the top of it. It's going to get him to relax his tail. Ah.
All right, what's going on, guys? As you can tell, I am back in my office, and that was a great kayak tournament. I had a whole lot of fun. I ended up finishing 5th. There's the little check thing. I won $250. I finished 5th in it, which was a lot of fun. I made a few mistakes that I wish I could go back and change. I probably should have stayed in the area and just kept fishing. The winner actually won it right there in that area. Him and I were fishing side by side 2 days, but I had to catch a big fish to beat him, so I went out deeper looking for big fish and never found them. And on my way in, I filmed an outro, or I filmed well, yeah, it was an outro, but the audio didn't work because my microphone went dead, so I'm filming this one. But on the way in, I got a phone call from Scott, and Chad had to go home early. He's the one running the tournament, Chad Hoover, and he had to go home early for a family emergency, and they asked me to help finish or help co-host the TV show he was filming. So I had to literally jump on the bank, tear down my camp, pack the truck up, and take off. And I completely stopped filming for the 3 days I was working for him because it was 100% of my time. So it was fun. I learned a lot. I love kayak tournaments. They're so much fun. And 5th is not bad. It's my 3rd top 5 in a row, so I can't complain. But the next tournament I'm fishing is Logan Martin for the BASS kayak, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, Bassmasters kayak series, and I am I'll be fishing that one. I'll be pre-fishing. I'm going to go through the same sort of deal that I've did the last few videos: tournament prep, and then pre-fishing, and then the tournament day. It's a 1-day tournament. It's in conjunction with the Bassmasters Classic. And so the final weigh-in, or the award ceremony for the tournament, will be on the stage of the Bassmasters Classic on the Friday, which is really, really awesome. So I'm about to head down that way in next week and start pre-fishing. But like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More importantly, get out on the water, go out and catch some fish, and have a great day. We'll see you.